Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are doing very well. So in the last lesson we have learned how to fetch all the movies dynamic from the back end, and as we can see, so all this information is dynamic if I click in movie. So however, we have to do this dynamic as well. So let's go ahead and dive in. So first of all, I will go to the page component movies, and we have this. So this is the page, this is the page. So we have this and we have this and this. So first of all, so let's create mounted and let's fetch the movie from the internet. So this, the ID is absolutely wrong, so we have to fetch the correct ID. So let's go here, and if I click here I should get this ID. Anyway, let's go to the movies items, movies items, and somewhere here. So yeah, so this is the one. So it's dynamic, so we have to make like this here as a first step, then delete this, and we have to put it in this. Okay, then what we need, where we need to go to movie, and is dollar, and like this, and movie.id. So let's see if this work. Okay, so cool. So this is the ID of the movie, and this is the ID of the movie, so it's work perfect. So let's go ahead now to the movies here, and let's print this to the console. So routes dot params dot id. See if we get this right. So I believe it's this here. Okay, and see if we get this correct. Okay, so let's go ahead here, and we have an error. Alright, so yes, I forgot this A here. Yeah, so this is the correct movie correctly. Just clean this up. Okay, so this is the correct movie, if we can see here. Alright, so cool. So let's fetch the information from the backend. As we can see in the postman here, this is the route for the movie. So we have to pass this route, then this dynamic, this we need more information about the movie, which is the images, video, and the credit. So let's go ahead and do this. So first of all, we have the mounted, so let's create methods here. Okay, and the first method will be fetch movie, and this will have movie ID, and so we will call this, so let's call Axios, which is in the HTTP get. So where we want to go, so we need to go to this path, movies, and this will be dynamic, of course, so we have to make it like this. So what is the dynamic? So we have the movie ID. Alright, cool. So we have this, we have to mark this because this async call. So let's grab it in the response, await it, and we have whatever you use await, we have to mark the method as async. Okay, what we have. Okay, so and yes, so let's see the information data, see if we get the information right. Okay, so we have something in the console here, and so let's call this. Oh, cool. So we have the movie information, all the movie information included the credit images. So let's go ahead now and use them in the DOM. So let's go ahead and see what we have to do. So of course we use data. So you can declare data as this, or you can declare it like this. Okay, I prefer to use it after the component. Okay, so what we have to declare is movie, which is empty will be. Okay, and movie defined, never used. Okay, so let's use it here. Use this bad boy. So let's see the postman again. So we have the movie, we have the title. Okay, so movie is defined but never used. Okay, so we have used it already here. Okay, so let's go ahead now and see what we have to do. Never design. So let's go see what the error we have. Okay, so I forget to return this. So let's return this. Alright, cool. So we have our movie here. So let's change the information to the correct movie. So movie the title and see what we have. Alright, cool. So we have, so let's see if this works. So let's pick another movie. Let's refresh the page. Okay, so it's working. And hard kill and blah blah blah, as we can see. Cool. So let's we will come to this. So percentage blah blah blah. So let's see the percentage. We have this, all of this we have done it in the last lesson. So but let's see here what we have. Where is the rank? Yeah, vote average. Okay, so this the first one. So what we have, this dot movie dot, let's multiply by 10 and let's put the percentage here. Okay, alright, cool. So we have it here. So let's do the make this in the new line and this, and so let's see what we have here. So this movie, I believe this release date. So let's see, where is it, so release date, yep, this is the one. Okay, so we come back here and movie dot release date. Okay, is it changed successfully? We will come to this genre in the moment. So let's do the easiest one. So we have these guys here. So let's go ahead and, alright, so let's grab this very quickly, see where is it. So we have overview here. So let's look to it. So yes, so this is the one. So this movie overview and see what we have here. So this is the reel for the application. So there is the reel of overview. So let's do the genre as well. So the genre will be, let's define it in span. Okay, because we need to make while here. So what we have, v for item, let's call it in movie genre, and this need key always, you have to assign key. So how about this? So let's make the key in different way. So let's use the index because we will need it, index here, and let's make the key of index. Okay, and let's print, show the name, so item.name, and let's delete this and see what we have. So what is the genre? So we have action and trailer. Okay, so we need some formatting here. So what we need, the comma first of all. So let's do the comma. Okay, as we can see, we have comma here as well. So let's make this as a condition. So I will do another span if we have the length of this. Okay, so will be the length -1. Okay, not equal to the index, show the comma. So still the comma shows here, or yeah, so let's delete this. Alright, cool, so it's working. So let's make space here. So let's see if this. We need the space here. Okay, so very easy. Let's do some margin left. So not here, so we need it in the item name, margin left 2. Alright, go. So we have it here, and we have space here as well. So too much space here. Alright, cool. So what we have, do we have another space? Let's make it 1 here. Alright, so very cool. So let's go ahead now and do the image, which is here. So let's make it dynamic. Whatever you need dynamic, you have to use like this. And of course, image, or let's call it poster. But I believe we have this in movie items. If I go to the poster bed here, and let's grab this here very quickly, and let's copy and paste it here. Okay, and alright, so alright, cool. So we have it here now. Everything is work as expected, and let's make a quick recap about here. So alright, cool. So let's do this the casts. Okay, so let's grab the postman and see what we have. So the cast will be in the credit in cast. So let's go ahead on the top and in the cast here. So let's pass casts, okay, as a as a props, and let's see cast here. Let's see the postman again. Yeah, so we need to pass credits and casts. Okay, very cool. So this will pass this, and let's go to the cast and tell to use the props. So what we have here is the cast. So how props like this, and what is again, so we expected this cast, and this will be require. Okay, cool. So we have it here now. So what the information we need the name and character as well. So let's go ahead to the name. Okay, and so let's define the name, but I want to very quickly. So we have the cast here. Okay, and so let's do the view 4 as well here, because we need to repeat this. So let's make like this, cast in cast. Okay, and this will be a cast, not casts, like this. Okay, and blah blah blah, require bind key as usual. So what the key will be, cast.id. Okay, so let's use this now. Let's here, and so joker blah blah blah, we have this. So let's remove this. Okay, so let's refresh again. Okay, we have an error. Okay, so cast. So let's see what the error. Come back here. Grid is not defined but innocent, but is reference blah blah blah. Okay, so so I will come to this issue in the moment. Yes, is cannot read properties cast. So we have cast in casts. Okay. Okay, so the bugs, let's see what is the bug. So if we go make this in movie. Okay, so we have this, and we have this here because we have the grid inside the items. We have to fix this very quick. So let's bring it back here. Okay, cool. So here we have to make the loop inside, okay, because we have two options. Honestly, we have two options. We can grab this outside, but we need the cast items here. So let's do the cast items. Cast item, okay, will be view, and let's register this very quickly, and like this, and this will expect one cast, which is props cast require, okay, and let's see what we have. So require, no semicolon here, okay, cool. So we have it here, so let's delete all of these. So we have, and let's, so we have cast, so let's delete this as well. Okay, because we have the loop outside, that's completely fine. Okay, so let's remove this, okay, and remove this as well, or keep this casts, okay, and view 4, let's delete it like this, okay. So we have one now, so let's go to the casts, okay, and let's expect this, okay, and let's loop here. This is what we need to loop through, okay. So v for cast in cast, and key as usual, key will be cast.id, okay. So what we have done here, so this v4, okay, cool. So we have casts here, so we have an error, so it doesn't show us any casts, okay. So let's see what we have. So we have casts here, and we have the casts here, so let's check if we pass it through. So this is the cast, okay, we pass it inside, and then it become inside v4 cast id. So let's see what the error we have. So we have here the casts, okay, which is here, not here. We will come to this at the moment, and let's go ahead and okay. So here, because in the postman we have the credits here, okay, and then the cast. So movie dot will be like this, okay. Let's see what we have. So movie dot credit cast, we have another error, but I believe this not is cast. All right, cool. So we have the casts, so let's make them dynamic. If I go to the cast here, and I go here and make this cast dot, I'm not sure about the name, so let's see what we have. The cast, and we have the profile photo as well, so the name will be the name like this, and yes, change the name. So let's do the, okay, so let's do the photo. If we come back here, we have this, so let's make it dynamic, and let's grab this, and this will be, so let's call this cast profile image, okay, and let's, we're going to call a method here, okay. So let's make it cast here, and let's do the image. Let's refresh the page, okay, so it's gone, and let's do it. So the image, how we can do the image? So we cast, let's see the postman, we have in the profile path, but we have as usual the real name, which is the real path, which will be return this, and we expect cast here, right, and poster path. See what we have. All right, cool. So we have all the cast here, but some cast doesn't have photo, so let's make a placeholder. So if, let's see, cast profile has an image, okay, else retain a placeholder like this. Okay, this should be placeholder now. Yeah, cool. So we have it guys now. And the images is very similar. It's very similar. So I will do the image behind the scene and do it as a homework. So what we're going to do is we have the component, just make image item and do it the same. And you have the backend. So if I here you will see images. Yep, so this is the images. Inside the backdrops. Okay. Okay, so you loop through this and you show the file path, and the file path will be, I will give you the file path, let me see it. Okay, according to the backend, so this will be the image path. Okay, so you can concatenate both this with this. Okay, so you have the image. It's very easy. All right, guys, in the next lesson we're going to do some, what we're going to do, we'll tackle this and we'll do the models as well. Thank you guys for watching and see you soon. Bye.